So we got some good news, but we got some bad news. Oh, what's going on with ya YouTube? Jumpman Chris, we coming back at y'all with another vid, guys. Alright, we got a lot to talk about. I know certain things is going on, and people need to know, when is the Travis Scott Fragment? When are they going to release? When are they going to drop? Alright, Travis Scott, they got like a whole thing going on. Travis Scott in Fragment down in Tokyo. I think right now is day 1. And as of right now, from what I was seeing and what I was hearing, it was only just merch only. There was like massive lines out there for the Travis Scott over in Tokyo. Like it was like 1,000 people. Even cops had to come through and see what's going on. Well, just kind of control the crowd and stuff like that. But no shoes dropped just yet from what I was hearing. All right, could be wrong because I'm not in Tokyo, to be honest. Anyone out there in Tokyo, you guys comment down below. You guys let me know. But with that being said, now if you guys look on the Travis Scott shop website, even for the US, it now posts up a password page, and then also have the picture of the Travis Scott fragments soon. Oh, we know that way too well about the soon. All right, so yes, soon we should be getting these Travis Scott fragments in the US, and it should be dropping on the Travis Scott site very soon. All right, that's the good news. Soon. But when will it? All right, I have a feeling that the whole spin around with the Travis Scott and everything like that is probably gonna be up there for a little bit. You know, it's gonna catch some people off guard, but I don't think they're gonna drop tonight, guys. I know when it drops, it's usually right about now. Right now it's around like 9 p.m. Eastern time. I mean, I know with the Travis Scott site, they don't really cater towards the East Coast too much because it's all down in LA. And, you know, LA is still like 3 hours behind us. So, honestly, they could drop it at like midnight tonight at LA. But from what I was hearing, and this is what I was from a good source, all right? I'm hearing it is getting pushed, or it's not getting pushed, that they're most likely will not release till sometime in next week, all right? We thought it was going to be today, because usually with the Travis Scott site, they'll drop merch. They'll even, you know, and that way you can buy merch and stuff like that, or whatever the case is. And then they'll have the picture soon. That's when you know that there's going to be at least a raffle page. And it usually is with the next few hours or in that day. That's why this is called a shock drop. And it made sense that if they were going to release today, because usually with Travis Scott websites, they do tend to release on Fridays, especially on a lot of shoes. And also, I mean, it's not the first time we've seen Travis Scott posted on the website soon, and it just takes a couple days. I think it was the Jumpman Jacks. We were looking at that page for like a couple days. We're like, soon. When's it ever gonna drop? That's all I keep seeing in my DMs. Chris, when's it gonna drop? When's it gonna happen? Bro, as of right now, no one really knows, honestly. No one really knows. We're all just kind of guessing. We're all kind of just figuring out how it happened last time. I mean, I'm not part of the Travis Scott team. I'm not on the list or anything like that. You know, I would love to, but, you know, I don't get no seeded pairs. If I get a W, I know some people think I get seeded pairs, and I get, because, you know, I get W's or something. No, I don't. You know, if I get a W, it's because it's literally from the raffle. I don't know if I'm going to win or not. I'm just part of the, you know, just like you guys, man. I'm just trying to get in it too. I'm trying to get W's too, okay? So, this is what I'm hearing. I am hearing right now it's probably most likely going to end up happening next week. Dropping it in Japan as we speak. We don't know we're going to drop the shoes. They got like a whole 3-day event and everything. It's basically like a sneaker stash, all right? For over there in Japan. And matter of fact, I actually like the Travis Scott fragments over in Japan merch way better than we got here in the US or on the Travis Scott site. Those are just not feeling it. I didn't make any purchase on the Travis Scott merch, which is kind of rare for me, because I usually do buy, you know, I do buy a decent amount of Travis Scott merch. I got like tons. Every release I get at least a couple here and there. But this one, I was like, I am not feeling these. The one last year with the one last time with the calls and the Travis Scott and the fragments, those were 10 times better. And also, like I said, the ones from Japan are really good. I really wish we can get these. I hope these drop in the US, because these are actually looking pretty fire. But it being a Fragment or Japan. So again, so the rumors were that they should be dropping in the US on the 12th of November. That is next week. I think it's Wednesday, right? That's probably what's gonna happen. That's probably when the sneakers app's gonna drop. All right. Now, when will the Travis Scott site drop? It's usually a couple days before the actual sneakers app drop. Usually, but they can always change it up. All right. I'm thinking it's probably gonna end up being sometime next week, at least early next week. Could be Tuesday, could be Monday. You know, if it doesn't drop today and tomorrow, don't worry. I wouldn't even worry about Sunday unless you guys want to. You know, if you guys want to camp out, I'll just say this, man. Make sure you guys follow me on my IG. Make sure you guys follow the JMK broadcast channel, because once I get any information, I will definitely give you guys a heads up when it does happen. If I can't make a video on time, all right? That way it gives you, you know, at least you don't have to like stare at your phone and camp out all night, all right? Just if I find out, I will let you guys know as soon as I find out, okay? If it does happen, it'll end up being a whole raffle, most likely, like a whole 1 to 2 hour raffle. Just sign in, put your information in. If you want to try to put in multiple entries, definitely put in different names, address, phone numbers, all that jazz. You know, that way they don't flag your name and your account or anything like that. And then once the raffle is over, you're going to have to check on your email to see if you get a W or not. If you don't get a W, you're not going to get no email, all right? I know sometimes we get those like spam emails like, oh, Travis Scott merch is dropping, make sure you get them. Those tricks me all the time. I always feel like an idiot, like, oh, I won. No, I didn't. But if you do win, you better jump on that thing mad quick, okay? Because if you do not, just because you got an email W does not mean you got a W. You have to check out. Happened to me before with the olives, okay? I got a W on a certain size, but it took me about 15 minutes to figure it out, or to find out I got it on the email. Sold out, took a fat old L. It is what it is, all right? So, again, be prepared for that. So, all we know right now is at least soon to happen, okay? But I will say one thing. Stock, I mean, we're saying it's 40,000 pairs. It's not looking good. I'll say that. There's a lot of demand for Travis Scott. Say what you want. I know how it is with the sneaker market nowadays. You know, things have been sitting. At the end of the day, it's still a Travis Scott. At the end of the day, it's still a Travis Scott in Fragment Air Jordan 1 low. So, no, I don't care how much these things are going for. They're still going to sell out. They're still going to go crazy, okay, for these, especially for these. So, 40,000 pairs is definitely not a lot. If you guys remember the medium olives, there was like over 100,000 pairs, and those things were still hard to get. Now these Fragment 2.0s, are they going to be impossible? Not impossible, but it's going to be like a skill, like I would say it's about like 8 to 9 in difficulty to cop. All right, if you get a W, just consider yourselves super lucky, okay? Because it's not going to be easy. Matter of fact, the resale on these things are still about over $1,000. And I'll tell you guys what, man, words on the street right now, there's a couple of resellers. There's definitely some backdoor action going on. I'll just say that, okay? I'm getting even some people telling me like, yo, $1,000, let's go. How many pairs you want? I'm like, bro, wait, I think it's just too much. But you know, but I'm just saying, you know, don't be, you know, if they're backdooring, just saying, it's not looking good for the regular people. I hate to see it, man. It just kind of is what it is. Same thing with the medium olives. Look how many resellers in stores had thousands and thousands of pairs, okay? Do not be surprised if you see a lot of LA stores start to get mountain pairs of these and hundreds of pairs in the next coming days after release. Sickening, but you're going to see some saltiness going on, man. People's going to be hating on that. And I'm pretty sure we'll see a couple of those very soon, all right? Anyways, man, good luck trying to get these things, guys. I think your best bet will probably end up going to be on the sneakers app. If you want to try, definitely still try on the Travis Scott, but I don't really have high hopes on them. Maybe taller sizes or preschool size could get a W, but men's sizes will probably be very, very hard. All right. Anyway, guys, just want to say, guys, I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. If you guys don't mind, please hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if it's your first time here. Comment down below, and please hit that bell for all the notifications when I do drop vids. And Don't forget to follow me on my social media at German Chris on IG, something on Twitter, and don't forget Snapchat. I'm also on TikTok. Anyway, guys, appreciate y'all. Love y'all. I'm German Chris. Peace.